The Matrix is one of the coolest movies ever put to screen, and one of my personal favourites. The film had 2 follow-ups, and then, 18 years later, a 4th film released. And this 4th film glitched The Matrix. Let me explain. Hi all, I'm the Grinning Critic and I love talking about movies with a grin. Now I want to be talking about The Matrix Resurrextions with a grin, but I just cannot. This movie disappointed me. This movie made me sad. It's sad how mad this movie is. So this movie starts out, and then we immediately learn that this film destroys what we had initially been told, breaking the Matrix law. The Matrix is a trilogy of games established by a man called Thomas Anderson, and Warner Brothers, the game company, is forcing Thomas and his team to create a 4th Matrix game. We then witness the creators struggling to come up with ideas for a 4th Matrix game that will have anywhere near the impact of the original. Now that idea is pretty solid, and I really enjoyed seeing a movie explore a reality of the difficulties that come with making sequels to famous properties. It's so hard to make a film that will have the impact that the original had. If only more of the movie was so clever like this. Then Thomas is taken into the Matrix by a horribly miscast Morpheus. And again, the idea being presented here, that of a game creator going inside their game, is actually interesting, but the movie squanders that idea almost instantly. That's really disappointing, as there is so much potential for what they could have done with this amazing idea. When Thomas goes into the Matrix, he's treated like an older version of Neo, and a whole bunch of boring nonsense happens that frankly, I don't really want to talk about. After the forgettable boring nonsense occurs, this leads us to Neo fighting, and the story follows the destruction of the old male hero trope by having Neo realizing that Trinity is also the one because she believed in him originally. Hold on a minute, Trinity is also the one? Can't only one person be the one, not 2? Now let's talk about this film in comparison to the original. The original was highly unique, had a largely green colour palette. This film abandons that for a generic 2021 blockbuster look. The original had fantastic fights inspired by Asian martial art films and anime. This film had horrible fights that had been awfully sped up. The original had fantastic, groundbreaking visual effects that hold up excellently 25 years later. This film, while it does have some cool visuals, many of the effects are horrible and are significantly worse than the original film despite being made 22 years later. The original had excellent sets filled with gorgeous production design. This film, so much of it was so obviously shot on a green screen. I mean, you can literally see some green on the faces of the actors. I know that when I shoot on a green screen, and it's pretty obvious green screen, you can see some green in my face. But I don't really have a budget in it. But this film had a $190 million budget, so I'd expect a bit better green screen. I mean, wouldn't you? The original film followed the classic hero's journey formula. This film followed the destruction of the old male hero formula, with a moody, depressed protagonist constantly having therapy sessions and having a woman take over from him. You see my point. This film was just a bad version of the original. The movie is law-breaking and an insult. In fact, the first few minutes of the film is literally just a recreation of the opening of the first film. So much so that, in fact, I was wondering if this was a remake. A lot of the action's horrible, the script is messy, the characters are unlikable, and Neo has been destroyed. The best scenes are all the flashbacks to the past. And for this, I've got to give The Matrix Resurrections a D+. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm the Grinning Critic, and don't forget to subscribe to me.